It can be made part of a pleasant sound by putting that chord in a different place, But that's the starting point of when you start at. If you start at, it's a play. But when the song starts at da da da, it's telling you something is wrong.
Yep. Well, yeah.
Especially that herky jerky thing.
Okay, let's see.
Ba 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 ba.
See, this is the thing. It's like switching. It's like switching from guitar to bass. This is what I've got to do. I've got to concentrate on playing organ now, because I don't want to. That's not necessary. Hold it instead. So, okay, here. time since I can say my fingers got tired and sore. It's funny, all of
From
them.
playing.
Yeah, it's just funny. Because usually we don't do this much, quite this much.
Well, this is apparently a much more tactile piece of music.
Let's see what this sounds like without that and that. See if I can get this right now. See if it sounds right. Kind of like that. Oh yeah.
See how the whole idea is the beginning is like the free share everything. That's the first idea. Then he retreats from it, and then he goes. You know, gives you time to think about it. Obviously, the thinking is over. What have we done? Jumped out there, didn't I? Beautiful.
Okay, that's where I need to go back to. Because I changed the volume on it. If I change the volume on it, I'll never match them back up. When do I turn that down? When do I turn it up? So just gotta stay with this from the beginning. Okay. I'll get it this time. I was wrong.
Sounding good. What's going on, doggy wog?
Now, if I can, now, like I said before, if I can mix these down, How's it sound like these two together, these three together? More piano or less piano?
A little less.
Less piano or less piano?
Yeah. Good. Nice balance right there.
I think it's a really good mix right there. Bring the third piano a little bit.
Nice.
too bad, huh?
I'm liking it.
I don't know what we're going to do with extra space there, but what the hell. Let's see what it sounds like now. That mix. Pretty close, right?
Mm-hmm.
More than pretty close. Okay, so you're going to want 2 guitars plus your lead.
Let's see, there's the one with the rhythm guitar. A second guitar, and 3 guitars might be.
I'll go ahead and start working on that. Because your 2 are okay, but they're not as good. They're not perfect. I'm going to try and do the bass here again. Okay, now, so I'm doing this on the keyboard, right? On the bass, I'm going to go.
I know that's what you do.
Huh? Just like that? That's the thing that okay, play your chord, the thing going down. Okay, you're right at that. So I've got it.
Got playing in tandem.
Do I play down there or do I play up here?
Down.
Try it.
1, 2, 3, 4.
One, two, three, four. Just teasing with that. All right. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ready? Are you gonna record?
Why not?
I don't know why not. drum thing threw me off so bad it got too loud, so I'll try it again. Because all I needed is to get start, I think.
I get tired in the middle.
Yeah. All right, here we go. 2,
So was that like it's like a 100-yard dash?
That's wicked.
Was that like a 440?
I don't know. 340.
Well, the whole thing about this song is precision. And to take a song that's supposed to be about being precise and doing it completely not precise is not acceptable. We've tried and not gotten where we wanted to be. I don't know exactly why. Because we kept on arguing with ourselves. You can only do it live. We need a drummer.
No, we do. I mean, this is good, but it'd be nice to have a drummer. We can put drums on it without any doubt, without any problem now. But
Well, we've got a count and we've got.
yeah,
The thing is trying to find someone who wants to play that song.
hey Kathy. We want you to come over here and say something into this microphone.
Say
It's
something.
real simple, real easy. All you have to say is, friends share everything.
Oh.
Not yet, not yet, not yet.
Okay.
Go ahead and get prepared. No big
Oh.
hurry.
Well, friends do share everything.
Yeah, oh, yeah, but,
Well,
this is different.
Okay.
This is a little bit different than sharing. This is
Oh.
sharing girlfriends. That's what this song is all about.
See,
Oh,
my
okay.
friend was out of town. And my other friend was living with his girlfriend. They were sharing the same apartment. And then one day, well, she was a whore. But anyway, she says, and I'm not saying she was a whore slut. I mean, she was a whore prostitute.
Yeah.
But as a dancer, everything's fine with that. I'm not complaining. It's just that when Jim left town to do work on fucking oil well, make extra money,
Thinking that he had a girlfriend here that was going to be true to him,
his other best friend was
Kevin,
living there, Kevin,
Oh, yeah.
started fucking her.
because she said,
Friends share everything.
Oh.
Well, then Jim comes back into town, and a couple of weeks later he has gonorrhea, and he's going like, I haven't been fucking around.
Yeah.
now see, here's the thing. See, you got to understand the
That's
whole.
so
You got to
messed
get.
up.
You got to get a whole picture of this. See, when we were young, when we were kids, there was this. There was this. There was this house next door that this old lady used to live in, and she
Yeah.
started renting it out.
Yeah.
And one time she had this couple of girls living there, and they would sunbathe out in the front yard.
Yeah.
And they were, I mean, I was like 13 or 14 years old,
This
and they were
is-
like hot girls.
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell are they doing, you know? We got to know them a little bit, but not very much. A couple of years go by, I'm 17 years old, I find out my buddy Jim, my buddy Alan's brother Jim is getting married, okay?
Yeah.
Turns out he's getting married to one of these girls that used to lay out next door.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
hot girl.
Oh yeah. But see, he met her at a gangbang. A real, honest to God, truthful gangbang. Where there were 9 guys with the one girl, and
Wow.
Jim,
Just pass
Jim,
her around.
Jim.
hold it now, Jim was 8th in line.
Oh, wow.
And while he's
He needs
while he's
help.
having sex with this girl, he proposes to her.
Oh, no.
And she accepts. But she goes ahead and does the 9th guy anyway.
Just because.
Yeah. So I mean, this is
Yeah.
how weird these people were. Now this is nothing yet because
It gets
I
better.
got to know the family. See, because I knew Alan from school, and I knew Jim because he was Alan's older brother.
Yeah.
And I went over there.
Military.
I went over there a few times, and it was a
John.
filthy place. They had all the furnace grates off the wall, and the
Yeah.
cats were running in and out through the furnace, just sliding
no.
down. Oh, it was just a big gangbang for him.
Oh.
And the father was a taxi cab driver, but he was also a captain in the National Guard where I was. Now I didn't know that they were the same people. I knew that John Moore was a sergeant, was a captain, and he was a cook captain
Yeah.
in the National Guard with me. That's where I knew him from. And I'm down there sitting down there at Alan's house one day, and his dad comes down the stairs, and I'm turning like this, and he says, "Oh, hey, John." And I'm thinking, John, wow, I turn around, and here's John Moore, who I know from the National Guard and drives a cab, but I didn't know it's this John Moore.
Yeah. Oh.
And, okay, so Jim gets married. So Jim gets married to this whore, the first whore.
Want to put some of that in there?
Okay.
And he gets married to this whore. And
I'm trying to find mine.
And on the wedding night, John says, Jim, you know how this family is.
Family tradition.
Family tradition. I spend the first night with your wife. So John, his dad, and they don't call him dad, they don't call him father, they don't call him pop, they call him John. That's all they ever call him. They never refer to him, they don't even refer to him as my dad or my father. It's John. And when John told us, he says, when I die, he says, you don't tell anybody that I was a good guy. You don't tell him. He said, I died. That's all there was to it.
John's dead.
John's dead. So Jim gets married. It doesn't work out very well. After all, because Alan also slept with her, and so did the youngest brother, who was named Mouse. He was this little tiny guy, and I don't know how the hell this worked out. Now, see, John, the father, at the same time had a troll woman living with him up in the attic, and it was very strange with that.
With separate entrance, they made it into an apartment, but
Weird.
But it was very weird. And the basement.
It's their mother.
The basement now.
Their
See, the
mother's
basement,
living upstairs.
See, we go down the basement, and there's people down there, and there's this baby. What's that playpen? There's a baby playpen, right? And there's a baby laying in the playpen, and cockroaches crawling over.
Oh my God.
This is how bad this place was.
Wow.
So
This is Paula. This is the girl that says shouldn't share everything. That's her baby.
Yeah.
Oh,
so hold it now. Now hold it. This gets better.
This is many years on though. Also.
Yeah.
Martha was talking about like 1974, and this is like 1980.
So in '74, I get to know John and Jim and the whole family really well, and it's very weird. And I told Chris about them, but you know, there wasn't a bunch of tie-in with all these people, Chris's friends and my friends. That happened as it went along through school, and so Jim gets married, and then he gets divorced, and then years go on, and he found with Paula. But in the meantime, in 1978, was it the fire? In 78, they had the fire. In 78, his ex-wife was living in these apartments down in Wichita.
Downtown.
And
one of those, nobody likes that neighborhood.
Oh yeah.
and they said, and she died in the fire. She died in the fire. They say that somebody poured gasoline on her while she was asleep, and then set her on fire.
Probably did.
And the place burned down. There was like 7 or 8 apartment buildings that burned down.
He was actually suspect.
There were 3 people. There were 3 people that I knew that died in the fire.
Oh my
Sherry,
God.
and one of the Pirtles, and
Becky Pirtle.
and one of some other girl. So there was
We knew 3
that.
of the people that died in that fire.
So it gets better now. Can you imagine that?
No.
Jim was out of town. The first person they thought of was Jim, but he was out of town working when it happened.
Oh my God.
They never asked his dad about it. They never questioned his dad. That's who I know who did it. I know it was his dad because I know how John was. John was that kind of. He stood up for family no matter what.
He's a crazy motherfucker.
He was a crazy sucker, and John was.
I'm a horrible motherfucker. You hold a snake down, I'll fuck it.
He kept the bottle. He kept the bottle underneath his cab driver seat. Kept the bottle of whiskey, and he kept a bottle of whiskey, and he kept a
I watched it.
45.
It's probably wrinkled now.
And he kept the 45.
Well, that's
underneath.
nice.
I thought you'd like it for the play outside with your guitar.
I will.
I know you'd like that.
So
Sorry,
John, no, it's okay. So Jim goes on and gets involved with Paula, and then Paula fucks Kevin, and she runs off with a boxer, one of the Halsey brothers, and Jim goes with another girl, another dancer, and then she runs off with one of his friends.
Wow.
So then I see Jim a couple of years after that, 6 months, 8 months after that, and I'm riding with Jim, and I said, so he's got this, the ugliest looking woman you've ever seen in your life.
300-pound Indian woman that's 6 foot 4.
She's got green teeth. She's got green teeth. She's a nice girl. You know how they always say, well, he's a nice guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he's ugly as sin, but he's nice.
Yeah.
So that's what this girl was. Ugly, had pustules on her face, skin things. They were just amazing. And so I'm off to the side with Jim, and I said, so Jim, why with this girl? And he says, my friends won't fuck her.
Oh. Oh my God.
Here's
That's what he
thing.
told.
Here's the
He
thing.
sat there in
We
my
fucking-
apartment one time and he says, next time he says, he's talking about my girlfriend Mary. He says, I love beautiful women, but next time I get a girlfriend, I'm gonna find the fattest, ugliest woman there is. And none of my friends will want to fuck
Yeah,
her.
he
But
did.
the thing is,
They
his
did.
friend, my friend, Bill Roby fucked her.
Yeah, they.
I mean, it doesn't
And
matter.
Dan Opine,
They don't, and Dan Opine, yeah, they don't care.
guitar playing son of a bitch.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's a sick bunch of guys back there. I mean, it was just like, so that's what this song is
Actually,
all
what's
about.
funny is that out of those three, also Bill Roby, he knew Dan, but he didn't know fucking what's his name, and Dan knew me, but they didn't. It's like not everybody knew each other either. It's not like they're all a bunch of buddies.
Yeah.
Exactly.
These people are fucking. The sex people do get around weird. Around
Wichita is a really nasty place.
Wow.
Well, I think it's that way everywhere. It's just that, okay, I'm embarrassed to walk through the women's lingerie department at this point in my life. When I walk into the department store, I am embarrassed to walk through the lingerie department. It bothers me. It makes me feel like I'm not supposed to be there.
Oh,
I might
no.
be, by